5 zones of aggressive driving. The unfriendly zone, we call it unfriendly zone. What is that? Closing ranks to deny someone entering your lane because you're frustrated or upset. Okay, somebody is entering your lane, then you yield, even if the driver is a rough driver, okay, a reckless driver, you have to yield, okay, because you don't want road rage, you don't want collision, you don't want car crash, etc. So, you know, be aware of that. Hostile zone. What is hostile zone? Tailgating to pressure another driver to go faster or get out of the way. Okay. So you are running slow, but you are on the fast lane. People will get upset. Okay. Because why are you running slow when we are on the speed lane? You know, running slow in expressway, in freeway is also bad, you know, that will also cause accident. So like most of the speed in the expressway are 100 to 120 kilometers per hour, and you're driving just 60, 80, 60, then other drivers will be upset, and they try to tailgate you, you know, to, you know, closely follow you, so that, you know, they're trying to scare you. And they want you to, you know, move faster. Okay. And you're blocking their lanes. So, you know, if you are running slow, you go to the rightmost lane. If the expressway is having 3 lanes, then you go to the rightmost lane. That would be the slow lane, and the leftmost lane would be the fast lane. Okay, or passing lane. Okay, so tailgating to pressure another driver to go faster and get out of the way. Sometimes they blow their horn or they sound their horn, you know, to advise you that you go faster or get out of the way. Violent zone. What is that? Making visible obscene gesture at another driver, making some bad finger, you know, signs or whatever, or even, you know, making some curses. You curse at someone, you know, visible obscene gestures at another driver. That would be a violent zone, and still an aggressive driver. And the other one is minor mayhem zone, pursuing other cars in a chase because of provocation or insult. Okay, you know, somebody is making a bad gesture, and then you chase because you want to, you know, you want to have a revenge, or maybe somebody's calling you some, yelling you some names, doing some provocation or insult. Then you know, you try to chase that guy. You want revenge. You want to, you know, you also want to give insult. You want to, you know, you want to have a fight. That would be a minor mayhem zone. Then major mayhem zone, getting out of the car and beating or battering someone as a result of a road exchange. That would be road rage. Okay, it's happening every time. And some guys are even having some GI pipes, you know, like those guys driving the jeepneys. They have, you know, they're having some jeepney pipe as a weapon. They're using it as a weapon, or even they're using the wrench, you know, the tire wrench as a weapon, or adjustable wrench as a weapon, you know, to hit somebody or to batter someone. That would be major mayhem zone. Try to avoid that. Okay, try to avoid altercation with other drivers, and that would be major mayhem zone. That would be road rage. Okay. So do aggressive drivers see themselves as aggressive? Drivers who consider themselves as almost perfect with no room to improve also confess to significantly more aggressiveness than drivers who see themselves as still improving. 2 out of 3 drivers still insist on seeing themselves as near perfect drivers with almost no room to improve. For example, you know, some drivers, they only see the mistakes of others, but they don't see the mistakes of themselves. So those are drivers who are like that. Okay, they don't think themselves as aggressive drivers. They always say, oh, that driver is stupid. That driver is not, does not know what he's doing, etc., etc., and does not have the right of way, etc. You're making some remarks, bad remarks about the other drivers, but you yourself are also is also doing, you know, uh, bad driving habits. Aggressive drivers see the other guy as the problem, and thus do not look at their own aggressive driving behavior, as I have already discussed this. So what causes aggressive driving behavior? Many psychologists see anger as the root cause of the problem. Okay, so if you're really having a an anger problem, then you have to see a psychologist. You have to do some anger management to improve yourself, in terms of your attitude, in terms of your behavior. So as I said earlier, the competency of driver is knowledge, skills, and behavior, attitude. So you have to improve your attitude in order for you to be a defensive driver. It is ultimately our emotional state, our stress levels, and our thinking patterns that either cause us to drive aggressively or lead us to be the victims of others. Driving under the influences of impaired emotions, especially anger, will do you no good. You will always be in a precarious situations or a chaotic situation if you have this impaired emotions, especially anger, because you're always angry with others, but you're not angry with yourself. You're angry with others. So this is a bad, really bad attitude of you. Then it is a behavioral choice that drivers make, okay? Because of their bad behavior, they always make mistakes, human errors in driving. Some drivers do not know how to deal effectively with angry feelings and how to cope with